Hello everybody, I am going to go over some basics in R. I've been struggling a little bit with this class in particular. I'm just trying to learn R, so I'm just going to go over some really simple basic correlation test evaluation and how to make a plot and add a regression line. So I am going to start by looking at a data set that I had previously, and I'm just going to name this spot and just add the CSV to R. I'm just going to do the head function to make sure everything looks okay, just to see the first couple lines in the data set. And this basically goes over the month that the fish were spotted, the longitude and latitude they were spotted at. Seagrass, non-veg, all that is the habitat type that they were found. Number of spot is the number of fish that were found in that particular area, that particular time, and the mean length would be the mean length of the fish observed in that time. So that looks good. Obviously, you could just run spot and it would show the entire data set, but it's just easier to look at the first two lines just to make sure everything looks good. So now I'm going to try to run a simple correlation test with the core test function. And we're going to start with spots, and we're going to compare the mean length of each fish and the number of fish that were spotted at one time to see if a certain length is correlated with the amount of fish that were spotted, which could mean in some areas there are more juveniles than others. I'm just going to run this correlation test. Right now it looks like there is not a significant p-value, which obviously could mean that they're not very correlated to each other, but we're still going to run a simple plot on the data. So I'm just going to do mean length, and that's going to be the x value in the plot. And then I am going to compare that to the number of fish, and that's going to be the y value. Sorry, just making sure everything is right. And then xlab is going to just be the name of the x value, the label, the graph, which is going to be mean length of fish. So make it simple. And then on the y-axis, we're just going to do number, just going to do number of fish to make that simple. And then close parentheses, run that. You can see that, let me try to make this smaller. And you can see that this just made a graph with the mean length and then the number of fish. There seems to be a clutter of fish that have a the smaller fish are seen in more abundance, it seems, over here in this little cluttered area. I'm just gonna trying to see that looks like. down. And we're just comparing the two things. Those are parentheses twice. And there is a regression line that was added to the graph. So those are just some simple functions that you can use in R. Thank you for listening.